Hey, hi guys, welcome back. All right, so Taurians, let's go ahead and jump on in. And this is the storyline where I want to ask, what is the Taurus hungry for? What's the thing that they really want? So let's go ahead and see. This is kind of like what might be the subconscious or the underlying, like fire in their belly, the thing that they may not even necessarily recognize is driving them. We've got an Eight of Cups, we've got a Queen of Wands, and we got the Devil. Ooh, so this Taurus seems to be pretty hungry for some kind of like a fresh start. They want to be almost sought after. They would like to, I'm not saying that they want to go into devil mode, but I think they want big passion. They want to be, this could be somebody who says, you know what, all my life I've lived a little bit like I've dressed modestly, I've never made a big splash. I think I want to change that. I think I actually want to go ahead and dress my best, turn heads, let people see me, let people um, like if they're going to be jealous of the way I look, if they're going to be jealous of the way I strut my stuff, that's fine. That's not my problem. I don't need to shine less bright to make other people less, uncomfortable. They remember something. I don't know if it's words of wisdom that come back to this Taurus and remind them that, you know what, I'm supposed to be succeeding. I'm supposed to shine. I'm supposed to put myself out there. Why do I need to walk so quietly, so humbly, make sure that I don't offend anyone by being, a very attractive, very sensual creature? I feel like this Taurus has possibly been one of those characters who their whole life they have dressed down. They haven't worn the outfits that make them look their very best. They know with still this humble energy. They've maybe spent their whole life trying to make sure that no one turned and stared at them because they know everybody's got that one outfit where they know if they wear it, people turn and look. Maybe this character's got a banging body and they just don't show it off very much. They dress to hide everything. Guy or gal doesn't matter. They have a tendency to not show off their best attributes. They have a way to always kind of like mask their attractiveness or even like curb their sensuality to a certain extent. And I think that this character wants to just let it rip, let it fly, just put it out there. And if that's going to make people and okay, here's the thing. The devil card says that yes, this can be obsession. This can be if I really put myself out there, there could be someone or maybe multiple people that will get really triggered by the fact that I'm not hiding my power, my attractiveness, my seductiveness anymore. But so what? That's their problem to deal with, not mine. It's almost like this Taurus has been playing a little small to avoid whoever is going to be like really triggered by their charisma, which is just a wild thing to think that our character has been subduing their own light or their own charisma to avoid the eye of Morador, right? The eye of the devil that's going to be so jealous. This could be like, oh, I don't want to tick a boss off and have my boss get jealous of me because if I come in looking extra good tomorrow, I know they're going to see it as a challenge and then they might not be very nice to me. Well, that boss has an issue then. If somebody's going to be challenged by somebody else's attractiveness or their charisma or their power or their grace or their skills, that seriously only points a finger in one direction, which is, dude, you got issues. You gotta go work on that. Why would you be mad that somebody else is beautiful, that somebody else is skilled, that someone else is talented? If anything, just be like, dang, you're amazing. I want to be more like you. Take a page out of their book and work on one's own self-confidence or try to, like, how would you put on your makeup like that? I want to know how you did that because it looks fantastic. But I mean, obviously, you'd have to be secure in yourself to be able to do that. Someone who's in the devil energy probably doesn't have that level of security. Instead, they look and they go, I'm jealous. You shouldn't look better than me. Again, not Taurus's problem. Boy, this is sassy. What do we got? We got a Seven of Swords. Oh my gosh. I feel like, okay, this has taken another twist. It could even be that the Taurus, okay, I feel like we're dancing on a tightrope right now. The Taurus is aware of something really important. They're aware of how toxic somebody is. They're aware that someone tells them, maybe gives them unsolicited advice in order to cut them down. Taurus knows this, but up until this point, they've kind of allowed this person to go ahead and tell them what to do, what not to do, give them, I picture this person as like a wasp. And a wasp is the person who gives anti-compliments. It's the person who insults you with this honey, sweet, sugary thing, but really they're there to sting. And it's they've been thinking that they've been getting Taurus to play small, to listen to their manipulative tactics, where they've been telling whoppers of lies about like things intended to make Taurus feel unattractive or feel less than. The only joke here is that the joke is on them. They're kind of obsessed with trying to keep Taurus small. Taurus knows their own worth. Taurus hasn't been bamboozled by this person. Taurus probably knows this character and why they do the things that they do. The joke is kind of on them. But the big turning point here is I think Taurus has had enough of it. I think that they're just going to go ahead and be like, look, if I were playing small before, it was because it made things smoother and easier. It wasn't because I actually believed that I should play small. It's because I know that insecure people get triggered. This could be a partner, or this could be a frenemy, or this could be, a sibling. This could be anyone. But the bottom line is it's somebody who's got a lot of work to do on themselves. If Taurus has been kowtowing to the manipulative tactics that they've used to try to keep Taurus from shining too brightly, Taurus never did it because they thought, oh yeah, I probably shouldn't wear that. That's too revealing. That's this, that's that. They never kowtowed because they didn't believe that something looked good on them, or they didn't think that they can shine. They did it because it was easier than dealing with this person's issues. But Taurus has had quite enough of that. In this storyline, they're ready to just say they need to go work on themselves. I'm not here to accommodate their fears and their jealousies any longer. Why is this changing? I mean, like I said, this is like, what is Taurus finally hungry for? They're hungry to just do things their way and screw it. Like other people have to go work on their issues. I'm not responsible for their issues. We got Knight of Pentacles. This has been a long, slow road for Taurus to get to this point where I almost feel like this Taurus has increased their confidence in themselves as well. They're at a place in their life where they actually, the Knight of Pentacles says efficiency and dependability, but you notice how we also have a peacock that is strutting right in front of our character's face here. I feel like this character, this Taurus character, is finally ready to say, not only am I not going to play small to satisfy someone else's jealousy because they don't want me to be too much in the public eye, or they don't want me to take the limelight, I'm actually going to strut my stuff. It's taken me a long time to get to the point where I feel like it's my rightful place to be the person that's seen, to be the person who is on top. I've worked really hard. I'm a freaking Queen of Wands. I became a queen because I put in the work and the effort. I don't need to apologize for that. I deserve my place in the sunlight. I deserve to be seen. I deserve to be sought after. I deserve all of that because I did the work to get myself here. And instead of me just shrugging and being like, oh, whatever, it's not worth the battle of making somebody else jealous because I know they're going to be jealous anyway, so I'll just try to stay out of their way. Now it's time they go deal with their own stuff. I don't think that after all this time, I think that I'm done letting somebody else take maybe an undeserved position of authority. I think I'm going to take credit for my own work now. I think I'm going to let people know, hey, that was my brainchild. That was my idea. Those are the things that I did with my life. And I'm going to go ahead and stand up, and I'm going to let everybody see this is what I'm made of. It feels like this Taurus has been like a quiet, hard worker, or a really quiet, but profound influence. And they've never really taken the limelight for themselves because they didn't want to step on toes, because they just didn't want to deal with other people's issues. And now they're just like, no, I need to put my name on my work. This is, it's time. The Hierophant, and this is Taurus in their strongest energy. This is our Taurus vibe. This is somebody who is listening to their higher soul purpose also. This is someone who, I mean, this Taurus may suddenly shoot off to stardom, because this can be organizations, big structures. This can be a Taurus who suddenly says, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my name in the hat for the regional manager. I'm going to put together my dossier of everything that I've done while I've been at this company, every success, the hours that I put in, the fact that I brainstormed these different ideas that have resulted in a company being more financially successful. I'm going to lay it all out, and I'm going to say, even if my immediate manager I know is going to be jealous of this, I don't care. I deserve to be regional manager. I deserve to hopscotch above them, because I've actually been the glue holding it together, and I'm not going to pretend like I haven't been. This feels like they're just simply claiming their place. They're acknowledging, this is what I've done, this is what I brought to the table, this is the real me. I think that they're hungry to do this because they're hungry not to have to play small anymore. That's the simplest way to say it. This Taurus is pretty done playing small. Let's go to the universe and let's ask, what's the big message here? The Hermit. Yeah, this has been a bit of a quiet journey. I think for the longest time, our Taurus didn't care about limelight. They were just following their path. And it was always like, look, I'm more concerned with just building my skill set, humbly following the things that I feel compelled to do. I don't really care about the limelight. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm on this journey I'm doing what I need to from me. That's why I'm a hard worker. That's why I'm diligent. That's why I give to something, because it's what I feel compelled to do. But they've reached the end of a journey. You notice he's come to the edge of this cliff, and he's overlooking the entire ocean now. And he's that close to his own star. His, hers, doesn't matter. I don't read for genders. This is the end of the silent part of Taurus's life, and the beginning of them really being in the public eye, the beginning of them really taking a hold of a position of authority, of being seen, of being respected, of being sought after. They're done with their quiet journey, and now they're ready to do the loud part of their journey, which is, I feel like this character could become like the CEO of a company. They could become someone who's this would be like the equivalent of, that song Rude by Magic is in my mind right now, because I think that guy was a singer-songwriter, or excuse me, a songwriter first, and then I don't know if Magic was their first song, but I think it was like maybe their biggest hit. But I think he was a songwriter first, and then he sang his own, and it was like, who doesn't love that song? That's the equivalent of this. This is somebody who could be writing songs for other people, making them famous, but in truth, or like Sia. Sia's another one, wrote so many famous songs, and then she's got the most incredible voice ever, and finally is like just putting it out there, and now we know her. I feel like that's the equivalent. Like, this is somebody who was quiet for a while. They're like, look, I just have a lot of great songs to write. I'll write them for other people. I'm not looking for the limelight. I just want to get this out of me and onto paper and have it be created in the world. And then finally they're like, no, actually, I'll sing that one myself. No, it hits different when I sing it. It's my song. I'm going to do this. That's the equivalent of this. I'm not saying somebody's going to become, a famous singer. They could, but I think the bottom line is they're ready to let it be their song that's heard and their name on that label. We got a Four of Swords and we got a Princess of Wands. Definitely this, I do think that our character was playing a little small, only because it suited them, because they were dealing with laying down some burdens. And this is that total gear shift. This is a Taurus ready to stand up and say, I'm here. This is my time. This is my time to shine. This is a new journey for me. I'm going to be super loyal to what I actually want now. I was loyal to my journey before, but now I'm loyal to my more public version of my journey. With the Princess of Staves, which is the Page of Wands in any other deck, wands are fiery. It's inspiration, it's passion, it's a spark. It's not quiet. It's, everybody can see a flame, right? We can all see fire when it's lit. It throws off light. That's the thing. Before, it was all about the inner light. Now it's the external light. That this is a new phase of our Taurus's journey, and they're going to be very loyal to that. No one's going to shake them. Nobody's going to, especially jealous individuals who thought that they could control the Taurus, they're going to be very shocked and surprised to discover they can't control this kind of spark, this kind of creative fire that our Taurus has. They can't control the Taurus, period. The joke is they never were controlling the Taurus. Taurus was always doing exactly what they needed to and wanted to, which is so Taurus anyway, isn't it, right? Like this steadfast, slow, like unbendable, like, no, I'm going to do it the way I need to. You can think whatever you want. I don't care. What you think is none of my business. I'm doing what I need to, and my reasons are my own. It kind of feels like the joke is on whomever thought Taurus was under their thumb. Taurus has never been under anybody's thumb in this storyline ever. So kudos to them. This is a pretty feisty Taurus, but they're so low key feisty. They're so low key, like a force to be reckoned with, but they don't do it loud and screaming. They don't pound their fists. They don't. They make waves just by being who they are and presenting themselves how they choose to when they're ready to. So kind of an interesting story on this one. I think this Taurus is going to go really far. I think this one more about someone making progress in their life and presenting themselves in the public eye, being a head turner, dressing sexier, putting themselves out there more, becoming somebody more well-known in their industry and really rising to the top. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing if you do enjoy my content. EM, great to see you. Hey, Z, high five or high 10. Bye, guys. Take care. What is it, my love?